So the 2024 elections are over. President Mahama has been elected. Very soon will be sworn into office. The NPP is still licking its wounds. The blame game is still ongoing, but that's not our focus for today. Our focus for today is to tell you that we think that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia will contest again for the NPP primaries. Do you want to know why? Just stick around.
Bawumia na yes man to amano. Boy okay pa nice pa. Bawumia is working.
Okay, so before we get into the video, as usual, we just want to encourage you to subscribe to the channel, like our videos, and let your comments be heard in the comment section. And also share with your friends and colleagues and tell them that something good is happening on this channel. All right, so I know, sir, because it's too early to start talking about election primaries. Yes, I get it. I get it that it is a little bit too early because the NPP, like I said, is still licking its wounds. They don't really know what happened in this election, how they lost that terribly. So nobody's right now thinking about primaries, but we are already. We have started picking some signs which suggest that Dr. Bawumia is positioning himself for a comeback. Okay, so on the 31st night, as usual, Christians do 31st night, a lot of people want to spend it at church. Sorry, Dr. Bawumia and his wife, Mrs. Samira Bawumia, and so sorry, our Lighthouse Church, Iowa. We all know Dr. Bawumia, only Christian. Dr. Bawumia is a Muslim. So the question somebody will be asking is, what is a Muslim doing in church on 31st night? And that is the beginning of our argument that we think Dr. Bawumia is positioning himself to come back again in 2027 or 2028 elections. First of all, what we think Dr. Bawumia is trying to do is he wants to continuously or consistently position himself as the main man in the NPP. Because again, like I said, in Muslim there, 31st night there, 31st night is sorry there, senka share your business. We know, Sir Obibaka said, I said during the campaign he was going to churches. We understand that during the campaign, a lot of people were going to churches. All the candidates were visiting churches. Dr. Bawumia himself visited a lot of churches. But why can't was the visitor I'll call so for Adum Chedia, sorry, Philadelphia. We talked about it on this channel. It's a young during the campaign. Say Ubehu candidates some call and sorry other religious places. That's okay. But now the campaign is over. The elections are over. The winner has been declared. So what is Dr. Bawumia doing at church? It tells you that consistently Dr. wants to put himself out there as the obvious choice for the NPP. All right. So prior to this 31st night service, Dr. Bawumia called, one of the things our nipa bebre born abasu I know so who say bitimi aboa fortunes in the future the way I see consider defeat say in a record time it has never happened in our political history. Say electoral commissioner emfa constituency results back kukra metal out and I say in fact region results back kukra metal out say winner and I say we now one of the main contenders in the shape of NPP, Dr. Bawumia, out to back and say, Kasaya coalition, and we think that Adiana Koyama. And then he went forward to concede and also called President Mahama a congratulating.
Let me say that the data from our own internal collation of the election results indicate that former President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, has won the presidential election decisively. I have just called His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to congratulate him as President-elect of the Republic of Ghana.
What a lot of people are saying is, among Dr. Bawumia a certain cloud, among a certain respect, among a command, this certain respect across the political divide. The NPP brings so I can say after say these 9 constituencies are basabasa abahuade route be aba electoral commissioner back and forth what a lot of people are saying is Dr. Bawumia and consider that earlier and can be to me the basabasa pa and abagana. Enipa eka say for doing that, enipa who say he is somebody who likes peace, who loves peace, a peace-loving person. Now you know in Ghana for who say we a peaceful person, and by nature, Ghanaians are peaceful. When we see someone who is also peaceful, people are likely or people naturally draw to that person. And no, and a boy President Atamils, some Mobakaya near friend Asumje, Emize me Pasumje, if you remember those things. I know a boy President Mills during the 2008 elections, a man winning over President Akufo-Addo. Enti Bawumia, this peace mantra, man for fear say attributed to him. No, I say some about peace, a man for kafan hon likely. So a man is singing and I say, okay, I'm already having some goodwill among the people. So let me go on, put myself out there, and then cement my position within the NPP as the obvious choice in 2028. Okay, so the third reason why we think that Bawumia is likely to come back for the NPP is the way people are attributing the NPP's laws to certain individuals. As a among 4 NPP laws now, they attribute it to President Akufo-Addo. The amount for the people can say, oh, Dr. Bawumia de Onyehe, Nemum Nanado, Dr. Bawumia de Onyehe, Nemum Nanado. So this is also sending a certain message that even though the economic situation in the country was a strong factor for the Tuabano, it appears that the economic mismanagement or the economic challenges that a lot of people are facing, they don't want to blame Dr. Bawumia for that. But to think of it, Dr. Bawumia campaigned on the economy. We are all made to believe that he is the economic wastegate. We are all made to believe that with him, our economy will be in good hands. In this economy now, why don't people want to attribute that problem or that fault to Dr. Bawumia? It is surprising, but what do I sort to form now? Where the echo social media now? That is what people are doing. People are saying that the economic challenges, the loss of the NPP, is because of President Akufo-Addo, not necessarily Dr. Bawumia. And we think it is a very interesting situation because during the campaign, it is one of the things Dr. Bawumia struggled to do. That is to win himself away from the challenges of the NPP government. Tembia Obeka say, me ba many mafofro betting tax, for instance, or so ba ubitwam. Amanfo was like, okay, ubitwam adena wintwam sisia. So it's like during the campaign season, people were putting them together. Dr. Bawumia and President Akufo-Addo were inseparable. But now it is surprising. People are willing to give him that leeway. People are willing to accept the fact that Dr. Bawumia is not to blame. Rather, it is the president who is to blame for the economic challenges and the loss of the NPP. This notwithstanding, we all know that this loss is one of the worst the NPP has suffered in its political history. Obibaka said, Dr. Bawumia is a bad candidate. But as the people are not willing to say those words to him, so it is very, very interesting to us. Historically, in 1992, the NPP had 30% when they presented Professor Abu Adubuahim in election. And Dr. Bawumia this time around 41%. So this is the second worst electoral results the NPP has had in its history. In the young one said Nipa Bibri person back said Dr. Bawumia is the cause. So we think that goodwill Dr. Bawumia is now enjoying among the electorates, it will also propel him to come back or to stage a comeback again in 2028. Okay, so the last reason why we think that Bawumia is likely to come back or is thinking of coming back for the NPP is his digitalization agenda. We think that has given him enough currency for him to come back. Let's go back. Historically, Ubia President of Ghana had something that they campaign on or something that can be attributed to them. Yes, starting free President Jerry Rawlings. President Rawlings, in Pabibri, Kase rural electrification projects. I course for Ghana, Ubia Nwa or ye Kase a channel. Nipa Bibri Susaka decentralization. Say President Rawlings was huge with that project. He did a lot of work in that space. And then President Kufuor came. President Kufuor nso bae no kofa Kufuor bae kofa HEPIC bae National Health Insurance, maternal care, free maternal care. President Kufuor ne de bae ono ne de LEAP, livelihood empowerment for whatever. Saa sika na no mututuam ema nkokrafo ne mmerafo no President Kufuor ne de bae. So you can pinpoint something and attribute it to these people. Let's continue. And then President Mills came on the scene. President Mills, before so be vice president, Krano, and also be president, name him say VAT, value added tax. President Mills, it is his handiwork. The son of money no. And also on that score, no, he campaigned on that. President Mahama also by in the last election, he also campaigned on infrastructure. Osisi Hospital, why acquiring Bekaya Circle Dubai, President Mahama, but any NDC for Eddie campaign. And then we come to Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Nana so the union free SHS, Yadia Tembia, no so Obosu, and saying so they are also talking about infrastructure, why interchange, any idea. And Dr. Bawumia, for him to be able to capture digitalization, Dr. Bawumia this year, what people will think about or what comes to mind is digitalization. Dr. Bawumia is spearheading a paperless digitalization or your port system. So no mobile tema port and also go far when you buy between freight forwarders and other stakeholders. But eventually, people are tested. Say, wow. Currently, the e-gates at the Kotoka International Airport. Just listen to what people are saying about the e-gate.
Very delighted to be home. I went through the security process, no glitches, no hinges, everything just went straight through. And it's quite nice actually, because when you travel around Europe, America, you see all of these things happening and you're like, when is it ever gonna happen in my country? So hey, Ghana, Akwaba, hey, loving it. We're making progress, it's nice. As long as you know what you're doing, if you can open the right page, put it on the scanner, it takes the information, and the second camera, I just had to look into the camera and the door opened. So I suspect it's using some kind of infrared information, isn't it? Yeah.
No, it was very fast and it was just a microsecond.
Very perfect, very perfect. But this is my first time of using it. Very, very happy. Thank you for whoever did this. Thank you so much for Ghana. Thank you.
We should put politics aside. It works perfectly. It didn't take just like 1 minute. And everything was, so perfect. Yeah, it's really working.
I just want to try. When I said it should pass, I said no, I want to try and see. What is working? It's working.
I just arrived from Canada, but I came with my Ghana card, so I was over there. The lady told me, is there anyone who is having a Ghana card? I said, yeah. So I just got there, I tapped the card on it, and the door opened. Yeah, that's all. So it's real? It's real. Yes, it's confirmed. Sure, thank you.
The e-gates is very fast and easy and swift, so I recommend everyone to get a Ghana card and use the e-gate.
It was nicer than like usually. Usually you just have to stand in a very long line. Yeah, it's better.
Oh man, me do have me Ghana card and shame one
Oh, my JD 100%. And the Moka said that the boss say, he gets a boat man. A boat correct, a dim can and do 1 minute to burn with you.
I am fast, maybe Banam is here, until Bakuno down or than Ochiches is here, and Torito so no. It's now best of seconds been a beer. Now, inside the air fine. Say you would be not prepared. If it's the end, say, come on.
Yeah, I'm so astonished, I think it's a really good, system that we have in Ghana. Yeah, it's really good. Because I was astonished that, this kind of like European thing that
Bawumia na yes man to amano. Boy okay pa nice pa. Because me who be say that. Why can hello. Bawumia is working.
It's working and I'm very happy. Yes. Yes, it did. No stress, stress-free. This is a very good idea of Ghana. Like more creative ideas in the future. Yeah.
All right. So with this kind of testimonies, so of course, and not only that, there is also Ghana card. Ghana card, we all know, Dr. Bawumia and it starts here. It is not his brainchild. It started under President Kufuor, President Mahama, and President Mills by Omubetuaso, and Dr. Bawumia, and now Dr. Bawumia, so baby. But it appears that project was assigned to him, or Dr. Bawumia was tasked to complete that project, and he has completed it. He's done a good job with that. I know the e-gate, but already people are saying good things about the e-gate. So the point we are trying to make here is, if this digitalization thing continues, anything digitalization continues, that's a man who fears a sempa. It is likely that the thought of Dr. Bawumia will continue to ring in the minds of Ghanaians, and people will begin to think positively for him. So because of that, his political team will be monitoring the scene, and once they are picking up some of these things, it is also another reason that will urge him to come back again for the NPP in 2028. All right, so this is the end of our video for today. Before we go, we want to encourage you, subscribe to the channel, like our videos, share with your friends and colleagues, and tell them that something good is happening on this channel.